Destinations. All right, here's the most important thing is, let me explain this. So I have a folder structure right now that allows you, I'm going to give you a different, give me a second here. Let me find the right example of where I want to put all of the photos. All right, so basically, here it is. All right, I prepared this for, so make believe this is my main working drive. Ignore everything up here. But basically, on your external hard drive, this is where all your pictures are. I usually click on the year, and then now you can see it's going to add different folders from when the files were taken. Okay, I have this checked into a subfolder, and it is by date, and here's the format. And then later on you can come in and rename this, but it shows it's going to import 13 images here, 1 image there. I'm not going to import that 2015, and you can see it unticked that one right there. It's just going to put that right there. Okay, there's 13 files right there. Let me explain this. If you wanted to do it by a folder, now it's going to stick it all in 2018. It varies depending on the job. If I have, I know I'm going to do a certain shoot in a certain day, and with everyone's names pre-done in there as I do headshots, I would put it into one folder by that person's name. But generally 90% of the time, I'm just going to click on the year and it pops up right there. But you have a whole bunch of different choices. Okay, you can even date format. You see all these /, that's a folder that it'll create the 2018 and then that underneath it. I like this one right here by just clicking on the year, and then I know everything under that is going to be imported. All right, very simple. Okay, so we just worked our way from the top to the bottom. Everything looks good. It's going to put it right there. Always double check because things always get changed a little bit, so just double check. It's going to sort it by the file name. Okay, here's my thumbnails if you just want to drag it. All right, I'm going to hit the import button. Now you can see in the top left, this is your progress bar. Tells you what is going on. Oops, I had accidentally imported that image. So, yep, that's what is going on. You can see here when you click on this, it's building previews now. So you can actually, right now, you can pull out your card, everything, because it's just building previews. All right, so that's what we went through on the import process. Now we can click on these files and begin. And if we were to look on our left side, you can see here's the 13 files that I had told you about. All right. Now, these are all jumbled up because I went through earlier and changed the metadata. So basically, there you go. I didn't have the right time in there. All right. So these are the files that were imported. And basically, we can now click on an image and we can see all the different files. Okay. Now what I want to do is go through and just show you a little bit about editing really quick. Okay. And teaching you the tools. So I'm going to go through a few of the tools and show you what it can do. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pause. I'm going to go back, take a step back, and I want to go through selecting the best images. So now I'm going to go through and show you the process of how to select the best images. My goal whenever I enter this process after I import is to choose the top 10, 20% images. I come back from a shoot. If I have 300 images, I'm going to try and choose the top 30, okay, depending on the shoot. And so here's my process, and we're going through and identifying our top images. And so I have my left hand on my number keyboard, or on the top of my keyboard bar on the number 1, my finger pointer. I haven't pushed it yet. My right hand is over the arrow keys, basically the left and the right. Okay, so I can quickly move left and right. Okay, so here's my suggestion, and many people have different ways of doing it. This is my method that I found is the best. So if you hit the rating 1, it'll give it a 1 star on the keyboard. Hit 2, it'll give it a 2. 3, 4, 5. That's how you add stars. Okay, I'm going to hit back number 1. Now it's back to number 1. So I'm just going to go through and just kind of pick which is the best image that I like. Okay, all right, like that. It's going to go, ooh, that's a little dark. Okay, I like that one. I like that one. Just for fun, I'm going to do these because actually these were all in the series so that I can teach later on how to bracket. Okay, I'll give that one a 1 as well. All right, so if you don't want to keep your finger or your right hand on the arrows, you can keep it on the mouse and just go back and forth. Okay, so that's it. We gave it a 1 star. Now, what are you starring? Basically, you're starring things that you like. And you ask the natural question is, what are you going to delete the other ones you don't like? I don't delete right now in this process because I don't want to even waste time deleting. What I want to do is quickly, in 15 or 20 minutes, select the top 10 images to 10 to 20%. So by default, this filter bar is closed. So if it's closed like this, click on the filter, it'll open it up. This is what we're going to filter by. Okay, we have many different choices to filter. Now I'm going to click on all the 1 stars. You can see it's greater than 1 star. So now if I click that 1 star, I only have 1 stars. We're going to go through the next step. The next step is to give it a 2 star. And the definition for 2 stars is I know I like it, I think. The goal here is to choose which image within a certain series is better than the other. Okay? All right, so I like that, give it a 2 star. I know I like that, give that a 2 star. Again, you're going to have, it's all going to be of the same shoot most likely. So, okay, I like that, 2 stars. Ooh, you know, I think I like both, different angle. I'll keep both of them. 2 star, maybe this one's better, 2, and then this one, 2. Okay. Now, go through it again. Now, why are we doing this? We're trying to get to our max of 3 stars. Okay? The definition of 3 stars that I have is I love this image enough to spend time editing it. This is the key question, because if you don't want to edit at this point, then don't give it a 3 stars. Because you're going to make some kind of adjustment, you know? So if you think it's going to be simple, you like that, like, okay, I like that one, I like that one, maybe only, okay, this one's turned, better angle, I like that one. All right, maybe of this series, I think I like this one the best right there. Okay, 3 stars. Now, these are the final ones, and hopefully it's going to be about between 10 and 20%. All right. The next natural question is, what about 4 and 5 stars? I use them very seldomly. 4 stars, I try to maybe pick 1 a month or something like that, so that in the back you can look back on your past year and maybe have your top 10 to 15 images. Okay, 5 stars over your lifetime, which are your money shots, right? Those are the ones you're always going to look back, you're really proud of, and that's when I would give it a 5 star. Okay. So that's the general progression. One more step. I then select all. So I hit here, last image and my first image. Okay, I'm going to right click on here. It's going to bring up the menu, and I'm going to change these to red. Now you can see it brought up a little menu. These are all red. Now think of it, we're going to continue to go through the editing process, and think of it as a stoplight. You see this over here on the right hand side? Red, yellow, green, and we have other colors here. So think of it as a stoplight. Red means I've stopped, I haven't done anything yet. Yellow means I'm in the process of editing, and green means I am done editing and it's ready to go out the door. So that's how I label it. But check this out on the keyboard. If I hit the number 6 is already red. If I hit 7, it's going to change it to yellow. If I hit 8 on the keyboard on the top, it's going to turn it to green. Hit 6 again, turns it back to red. So you can use the numbers. Think of it as a stars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is red, yellow is 7, 8 is green. Okay? So that's how I easily go through. You know, after I go through, make some edits, then I'll go back and then When I'm done, I'll change it to green. The reason why I keep it at yellow sometimes, if I'm not completely sure I like it and I'm going to sleep on it, sometimes it helps to go back. And then now you quickly identified, if this is yellow, then later on you go, okay, which are my yellow ones? Okay, this is, now I know very easily, 3 stars, and my yellow, I know I need to edit that one. Okay? And then you can have multiple, right? You can have all 3, whatever, you have, that's what's going to be filtered through. All right? So that is the selecting the top images. How do you select your top images, method and procedure.